Understanding the anatomy of a guitar is essential, as many beginners skip this imperative step. My name is Seth, and today I'll be informing my class of Communications 110 classmates on the parts of a guitar. I will discuss what these parts are, how they are used, and why this information is important. Firstly, I'll be using an acoustic guitar as my example. This whole piece here is the body. The body holds the pickguard and the bridge. The bridge holds the bridge pins, which hold the strings in place. From here to here is the neck of the guitar. From here to here is the head of the guitar. The head of the guitar holds the guitar pins, tuning pins. These pins tighten or loosen the string. The tighter the string, the higher the pitch. The looser the string is, the lower the pitch. The guitar neck holds the fretboard, which is this darker piece of wood here. The fretboard holds the frets, which are these protruded metal lines you see here. To play a note, you put your finger in between two frets and pluck. These are numbered from in between the frets, 1, 2, 3, and so on. In between the frets, you'll see these markings. It depends on what type of guitar you have. On the front-facing side, what these markings look like. You also see these markings as dots on the side of the guitar. These will go through 3, 5, 7, 9, and 12, according to libertyparkmusic.com. Next, we have the strap buttons. These are located somewhere near the lower end of the neck. On this guitar, it's here, and the bottom of the guitar. I don't have one with me right now, but this will hold a strap that holds the guitar up for you while you play, if you want to play while standing up. Next, we have the sound hole. The sound hole, which typically is only on an acoustic guitar. This is what amplifies your sound on acoustic. On a electric guitar, what amplifies your sound are pickups. Pickups pick up the sound when you play a string, and we'll go through your plug-in right here into an amp, which amplifies that sound. Electric guitar typically has 2 to 3 pickups, which are here and here. Then you have this lever here. If you put this lever up on rhythm, it will use this top pickup, which is called the neck pickup because it's closer to the neck. If you put it down, it will use the bridge pickup because it's closer to the bridge. If you put it in the middle, it will use both, according to libertyparkmusic.com. So, next we have the knobs. This guitar has 4 knobs. Not every guitar has 4 knobs. Some have 2. These 2 are for tone, while these 2 are for volume. If you do have the option to have 2, one will control one pickup, while one will control the other pickup. Same for tone. On this guitar here, it only has 2 knobs. Volume, tone. So, increasing the tone will give it a sharper, more clear sound, while decreasing the tone will give it a rough, more crunchy sound, which is better for rock music. Clear sound, the better for like folk, indie, so on music. Next, I will go over the types of pickups. So, move on to my other one. These here, these solid metal bars, these are humbucker pickups. Humbucker pickups cancel out electromagnetic hum using the 2 coils wired in opposition, making a thicker, more powerful sound, which you hear a lot in rock and metal, as described by musicalpursuits.com. On this guitar, these are single coil pickups, as you will see It's not just one big bar. The metal pieces, you see, there's one under each string. Don't mind that this guitar is super out of tune. Single coil pickups are good for brighter tone, and this is good for blues, country, folk, and indie, and other music as well, as described by LondonGuitarInstitute.com. When you have a guitar with single pickups, this is good for not using a lot of gain, because when you turn up the gain, this will cause that humming noise, which is why humbucker pickups, which cancel out that humming noise, use a lot more gain for, which is again good for like rock, heavy metal music. Acoustic guitar you often hear in like folk and country music, because the sound that you hear on it is less rough, as described by martinguitar.com. Lastly, I will explain why this information is important to know. So, knowing where you are on the fretboard. So when you play, let's say you're learning a song, and the first note is 4th fret on the low E string. Well, here's your low E string. If you're a beginner, where's my 4th fret? You gotta see your count. 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, no. If you know where these markings are, 3, 5, 7, right? Well, you memorize where all these are at first. So, I know my 3rd mark is here. So, play the 4th. You look at that, go right to 4. You want to play 9, right to 9, right? So that's going to help with your speed. Next is understanding what guitar you want to buy. If I listen to heavy metal and I know when I'm going to go buy a guitar, I'm a beginner, I want to learn how to play heavy metal, you're going to want to get a guitar with humbucker pickups. If I like to listen to soft, more crisp music, like indie or something like that, I'm going to want to go and buy a guitar with single coil pickups. Lastly, just knowing the parts of your instrument and how they work is just going to make you a better player. Today, I've discussed the anatomy of guitar, how these parts are used, and why this information is useful. I hope that someone watching this is thinking about picking up the guitar, and that when they go, they use this information and it helps them a little bit better on their journey playing. Thank you for listening.